All right, getting started in real estate is super tough, but it doesn't actually have to be. In this episode, I'm gonna show you how to flip homes with no money. All right, so first I'm gonna tell you how I got started, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly how you too can get started with no money, and then by the end of this episode, you're gonna know exactly what to do. All right, so 2007, I had just gotten my real estate license and bought my first rental property, and then I pretty much took a break from 2007 to 2013 because 2008 happened. That market sucked for me. I ended up joining the military in 2009, was out of the country until about 2013 on a couple deployments and lived in Germany. In 2013, I get back in the real estate business. I actually was sent to college by the Army, and I bought the house right next to the college, and I started house hacking it. And that allowed me some additional income because now I was not paying a mortgage. I was a single guy. I had roommates. I was actually making about $100 a month on top of, paying all the utilities. So I was made $100 a month to live there. Then I bought another property, which was actually a rental property, by refinancing the house that I was house hacking. And that gave me $55,000 cash, and I bought that rental property. And then I ran into a situation. I was out of money. I was paying for this school, I was getting student loans, and also I had just purchased 2 additional rental properties that needed fixing up, and now I was broke. I actually owed about $13,000 to Amex. I had a $10,000 maxed out Home Depot card, and I had another unsecured personal loan, so now I had no money. So what I did was I went on a program called PropStream, and I'm actually gonna give you a link today that you can start using PropStream right now for free, and that is by going to thelandsharkslist.com. It's on the screen, and it's also below in the description if you hit the drop down. But let's keep going. What did I do on PropStream? I went and pulled up the notice of default list, or the pre-foreclosure list. Some states call it lis pendens, but it's a quick list in the PropStream account that you can start getting access to people that are behind on their mortgage payments, aka they're just not paying their mortgage. And what I would do is I would go and door knock each one of these doors, and if they didn't answer, I would leave a little note saying, hey, my name is Brent. I'd be interested in buying the house if you're looking to sell it. And I would leave my phone number. Well, I did this about 10 or 12 times on people that were behind on their mortgage, and I wasn't getting a lot of answers, so I would leave those notes. Well, later on that day, I got 2 phone calls from 1 phone number. That told me right there I had a fish on the line. This guy was about to lose his home in about 7 days, and the bank was taking it, and he gave up all hope. Well, this gave me a property that I could pretty much flip with no money. I had no money. And I know you're probably looking at this video on how to flip houses with no money. Let me tell you, it's not possible. You gotta find the money somewhere, and I'm gonna show you how to build up that money. So I got this property under contract for exactly what he owed on his mortgage, and then I put the property on Craigslist, I took photos, and I got a buyer on the line. This lady called me. She owns a title company in Melbourne, Florida, and she had a buyer that was looking for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, the exact type house that I had under contract for $158,000. And I sold it to this guy for $168,000. So that gave me a $10,000 difference. And I was able to get it under contract from the seller and then turn around and sell my contract to that cash buyer. That there is how you flip houses with no money, and you keep doing it. You rinse and repeat until you get the funds and the credit and the backing, or maybe even the partners, to start buying houses just like I found, that $158,000 house, get them under contract, and eventually you buy them and flip them. Let me tell you about the next house that I flipped with no money out of my own pocket. So remember that ad I talked about that I put on Craigslist for that 4-bedroom, 3-bath house? I get another call from a lady named Tanya. She's in Sebastian, Florida. She has a little tiny, small 3-bedroom, 1-bath house under contract for $190,000. Well, I didn't exactly know what to do, but she thought I had a cash buyer's list, and she was not able to assign this contract. Basically, what does assignment of contract mean? She got it under contract for $190,000. The house was worth about $250,000. She was trying to assign the contract for $200,000, and she was having no success. But she saw my ad, and she thought I was a successful wholesaler, and I was able to flip houses. So I took the phone call, and I said, absolutely, I've got a buyer's list. So I called the guy named Lou, the guy that just bought that 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. He didn't want it. He was not interested in Sebastian. So I called the same lady that owned the title company. Her name is Renee. And I said, hey, Renee, do you have any other buyers that might be interested in this house in Sebastian? Well, she did actually. Guess who bought it? It was Renee, the owner of the title company. She was actually looking for a house in Sebastian to keep as a rental. And I'm telling you, I made 2 phone calls and was able to assign this contract for $200,000. Tanya had it under contract for $190,000. I sent Tanya a joint venture agreement saying, hey, I have permission to market the purchase agreement that you have with your seller for $190,000. We're gonna sign it for $200,000 and we're gonna split the profits 50-50. Well, we ended up paying a little bit of the closing costs even though Renee owned the title company, and we ended up making a total of $9,000 profit on that deal. So I called Tanya, I said, hey, I have a check for you of $4,500 because we split the $9,000 right down the middle, and there is property number 2 that I was able to flip with no money. Now, if you've been doing the math, I made $10,000 on the first deal and $4,500 on the second deal. I was almost able to pay off the Home Depot card and the Amex. All right, if you're getting any value out of this, smash that subscribe button and also like this video. So let's keep going. So now if you're doing the math, I've made roughly $14,500, $10,000 on the first one, $4,500 on the second one. I'm slowly paying off debt, building my cash reserves up again, and I just kept going. I kept going after the notice of default list on PropStream. Again, how can you use PropStream today for free? And it's by going to the landsharkslist.com. All right, so I kept going, and then I started finding people that were interested in working with me, people that had capital, people that were interested in what I was doing because they noticed I was able to get properties at discounts. And they noticed I was able to find cash buyers for it. And they too personally wanted to flip. And I started posting on my Instagram and my Facebook page, and I was sharing what I was doing and showing people these deals. And eventually I started acquiring partners. I started basically attracting partners, and then we started flipping houses down the road, and I was able to find the funding to do these houses. I was good at finding the houses, and I was attracting people with money to help me flip these houses. So this is exactly how you can get started flipping houses with no money at all whatsoever. All right, so if you're looking to get started in real estate and you want, you need someone to hold your hand and walk you through the steps, or just someone that's kind of been through it before you, and you're looking to get started, head on over to wholesalinginc.com/land and schedule a strategy call. Schedule a strategy call with me and my team. I'd be honored to coach you in your wholesaling journey. I have shown multiple people how to build successful land businesses where they've created companies that serve them, their families, and others. I actually just got a text this morning from a gentleman that just made a $98,000 assignment fee on a parcel of land that he got under contract. There was a 6 acres, and he sold it for $98,000 more than what he got it under contract for. So there's people out there every single day doing this exact business. You don't have to be the person without any money flipping houses. Head on over to wholesalinginc.com/land, and I'd be honored to coach you.